Hello, I'm Ilya from Eocortex, and today I will show you how to set up cameras in Eocortex. First, to start working with the cameras in our software, you need to open the Eocortex configurator and then select the Cameras tab. When you selected this tab, here you see the list of available cameras in the system. Some of them can be enabled or disabled. For your comfort, you can group your cameras in folders. And also, if you want to connect new cameras, there are several options for you. The first one is automatic search. Here, the system will scan the local network for all the available devices and let you connect them. If this camera is already integrated in our system, we will see the manufacturer of this camera. And also, we may see the information about the OnVIF support. You can select several cameras that you want to add and click Add Devices. Of course, you can connect cameras manually. Let's have a try to do that. We click Add Camera, put the URL or IP address, select the protocol or brand of this camera, for example OnVIF, select the device type, so the camera or video server, so you can not just connect the cameras but also connect the NVRs, DVRs or some other devices. Let's select camera, put the username, password. Also, if you use the multi-server configuration, you can select the main server for this camera and the backup server. So the main server will be managing the video stream to show it to the customers, the clients, and also record the video to the drives. The backup server is a server that will handle this video stream if the main server fails. Let's select this server and another server as a backup. Then we can enable or disable the alternate stream and select the formats for the main and alternate stream. There are several formats that are available for this camera, and if you select not OnVIF but other manufacturer, for example, let's go here, you may see that also H.265 is available. For Mobotics cameras, MXPEG is also available as a video stream. After we selected the video streams format, we can select the additional options like sound reception, PTZ control, alarm input-output ports, and option connection via server. Then we can check the camera and test the video stream. We see that there are some problems, but we get the video stream. If you face the error, like no connection on or something another, you will see some info right here, and also you can open the journal and get more info about the situation. For example, check if all the ports are available and understand what's the problem with some of the streams. After that, we can go forward to another tab. The first one was connection, the next one is rights. Here we can see that we can set the rights for each camera, for this camera, for each group of users. So you can do it from the Users tab or from here. Then Archive. Here we can enable or disable the recording, set the recording mode, always on, by motion, manual, scheduled. So by motion, you are using the motion detection. It doesn't matter if it's a built-in motion detector or the software motion detector from Eocortex. Manual, in this case, only scenarios or the operator will start the recording. And scheduled, in this case, you can set the schedule for the recording and select the options always on, by movement, manual. For example, let's select by movement and set it for this time. And then manual for another period. And if you need, you can also copy the schedule from another day, like that. After that, you can select which video stream will be set for recording, the main one or the alternate. Then you can also set the recording only keyframes to archive. And if you are using the recording mode by motion detection, you can set the pre-recording value and post-recording. Then, for each camera, you can select the minimum value of the recordings and the maximum one. Then, for such license like Enterprise and Ultra, you can also configure the decimation. This means that you can change the frame rate for the video stream in your archive for a different time. For example, for 1 week, you will store the full frame rate. Then, after 2 weeks, the frame rate will be reduced to 15 frames per second. Then, if you need, you can reduce the frame rate again. For example, after 1 month, the frame rate will be reduced to 5 frames per second. This allows you to use your storage more wisely. Then also you can use the archive on your device. So if your camera has the SD card or your NVR has the internal hard drive, you can use this storage. So you can not just record the archive to your Eocortex server, but you can also get the access to that storage and view that archive. And also you can synchronize the main archive if there was a connection loss. Then, motion detector. Here we can select which motion detector will be used. So right here we can select what video stream will be used for the analytics, like main one or alternate, enable the motion detector, select which motion detector will be used, Eocortex or on camera, check the detector, then set up zones and sites, so you can select several zones, set the size of an object that will be triggering the alarm. So there can be several zones, and for each zone the size of an object can be different. Then here we can enable the motion start and events. So in your journal you will see such events like motion started and ended, and configure different scenarios for different events. And you can select the detection frequency, optimal frequency only by keyframes or constant frequency. The last tab is Analytics. So here you can enable different analytic modules. We will discuss it closer in the future videos. This is how you can change the settings for each camera, but also you can select the group of cameras. Here you can see the info about this group of cameras and change the group camera settings, like connection, username, passwords for all the cameras in the group, the main and backup server for these cameras, the settings for the video streams, additional options, also rights, archive, and motion detector. So you don't need to change it for each camera, but you can select the group of cameras and change the settings for the whole group. This is how we can work with cameras in Eocortex. Thanks for your attention. Bye.